I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey yo, what's poppin', James Clemens? I'm Joe Dobbs, and you're watching On the Radar. On Tuesday, March 9th, all freshmen, sophomores, and seniors will have a virtual learning day. Juniors will be on campus taking the ACT. Prior to taking the test, all juniors must create a My ACT account. It is National Athletic Training Month. We thank Dan and Caitlin for all they do. Tryouts for band dance line will be March 29th through April 1st. Tryout packets and physicals are due no later than March 24th to Miss B. Courtney. The James Clemens Young Advocates for Equality and Black Student Union is happy to announce its first Black History Month celebration. The program centers on the appreciation and advancement of Black culture through various avenues. They spoke to some locals to see how they are advancing Black culture and how we can as well. The video is up now on the JCHS Advocates for Equality YouTube channel. Lacrosse has a big game versus Thompson at home. Girls play at 1 and boys play at 3 on Sunday. Come out and support, but also stay safe following COVID guidelines. Now we go to Alex with a closer look on the color run.
What is up, guys? My name is Alex Farrow, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the color run and the Library Media Steps assembly of the 5K.
Because of COVID, we had to go all virtual, which was new for us. We still wanted to be able to have it, just to be able to continue to contribute to St. Jude in some way. So we used Run Sign Up, and it's a web page, and we had lots of people sign up for it and across the state. So that's one thing we've never had to do, is we made everybody packets, and then they had a shirt and they had color that they could throw at home, and a running bib. So all that was new. We delivered them to front porches, and so that nobody had to come up here to the school, because we couldn't really have a packet pickup either. We made less this year, but it was definitely worth it. We raised roughly $4,000.
We also had teachers participate with their families outside of school for the virtual run, and at the end of their race, whichever they chose to, however many miles they chose to run, it was a 5K, but you could obviously do more. Then they could throw their color, and then we had some of our sports teams participate as well, and they participated as part of their practice, so they had their team run together for the color run.
The coronavirus could have been an easy excuse for the library media staff to reschedule or even cancel the color run, but they refused to give up, and that is why they put on an unforgettable event last semester.
Students, just a reminder that masks must be worn at all times. Now we go play tennis with Grant and Mason.
I'm Mason.
I'm Grant.
And today we're out here at the JC tennis courts.
Let's get swinging.
Welcome your James Clemens Jets.
Both teams started their season on January 28th, with the girls beating Muscle Shoals and the boys falling 4-5.
A few days later, both teams beat Austin, and Santiago Castillo won the Trojan Classic Boys Single Tournament.
The boys team beat Florence, and both teams beat Sparkman, and that brings us here.
Now, if you recall from last year's tennis episode, the weather looks pretty similar, and the game was delayed.
As you can see, there's no tennis players here.
That's because it's 45 and raining.
So instead of watching the tennis team play tennis, you'll watch us play tennis.
Yeah, I'm saying I put it up. Shout out my, that's me. I'm in this TB. I'm in this full tray. I just pulled up me a A. Blood all in my face. 500 racks in my safe. 500 racks to the plug. What you know about showing love? What you know about putting love? Ain't been the drug. Make you fall in love. All of my gon' go. None of my no home. All of my gon' smoke. All of my together. We came from the bottom. We used to wear each other. None of my fold. Oh.
I thought that was it.
All day, all day.
There it is. Oh, we got a rally. Okay.
Well, our microphones died, but you know what we were going to say anyways.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we say farewell.
We truly thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We are no longer in hybrid form. If you are doing in-person school, you go all days Monday through Friday. Now we go to Grayson Wagner within the halls.
Hi, I'm Grayson Wagner with Grayson in the Halls, also known as 2 extra minutes during class where you can look at your phone. Now, you may remember that last week I said this. To be honest, I don't really have an episode for you this week. Next week's episode is going to be so elaborate that I've kind of spent all my time planning for it instead. And that was a bit of a lie. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be, but all of my plans for that episode sort of fell apart. And you may be thinking, Grayson, you're pretty stupid. But that's why I've decided that this week I'm going to prove to you that I am not stupid. Let's get to it. Alright, so what better way to test my intelligence than by taking a free IQ test on the internet? Which lived here first on Earth? Monkeys? Monkeys? I like monkeys. Now it wants me to fill out all my personal information so it can give me the results, but sorry funeducation.com, but I think I'm a little smarter than that. Well, that was terrible, but lucky for us, there's nothing more reliable than BuzzFeed. Which of these words is a synonym of aloof? Like synonym Toast Crunch? Which one of these is least like the others? Antelope, snake, dog, camel. Nice try. Antelope is a fruit. You scored better than 0% of quiz takers. Can your friends beat you? Yeah, I guess I'll tweet it. Well, I may not have done very well in the test, but I think I learned something important today. No matter how bad it gets, at least I don't write for BuzzFeed. Wow, Grayson, that was pretty bad. A BuzzFeed joke in 2021? Oh well. Time to get back to watching Spanish videos of Phineas and Ferb on YouTube. Life is good.
For this week's Morning Cup of Joe, we talk about the ACT. I am a senior, so I am complete with this situation, but I've come to shed some information to the juniors and grades below. Do not waste this opportunity. A free test as important as this does not come often. You need to capitalize on this and do the best that you can. Study hard, get a good night's sleep, eat a good breakfast before, and come prepared with all your essentials for the test. But most importantly, come with a good attitude and a good mindset, ready to take on the challenge and seize the moment. In the great words of Marshall Bruce Mathers III, or more commonly known as Eminem, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? And with that, I'm signing off. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JCHS On the Radar. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe Dobbs, and we'll see you next time.